好久不见呢，是不是？
好久不见。直播我都播，我就都播那个开场白，
这样子
就是由你们开始就可以。
哦，好，
这样我们就都挥手去了。
都挥手，好啊，那我就介绍你们两位就好，然后就请你们跟镜头挥手，然后后面就直接进入到我。
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you. Hey, 你好。等一下我们开场的时候呢，就不会再让长官做致辞啊，所以我们就会直接挥手致意，然后进入到后面用英文分享的内容。那如果说越南的朋友这边后面有问题的话，再麻烦您协助。
好的，没问题。
好喽，那我们就要准备开始喽。
好。
OK。
稍等一下，是不是请那个翻译的同仁，就是帮忙用粤语跟那个线上的越南朋友说一下，如果之后有 Q&A 的时候等。
Alo chị ơi. Alo anh chị ơi. Dạ, alo anh chị ơi. Ông bên này ông nói là đợi chút xíu.
好，周主任，那我们就这边就先开始了哈。
Dạ, bắt đầu nha.
Okay, and my partner, please help turn off the music of the background. My name is Daniel Cheng. I'm from Taiwan, and I'm the chairman of the marketing team for Pingdong DMO. DMO represents Destination Marketing Organization. This is a new project established from last year. I'm going to briefly introduce about this project later on. But in the opening, we are very happy and very pleased to have two very important persons to join us today for this online sharing seminar. The first one is Mr. Zhou Xingyi, and he is also online together with us. He is the representative of Taiwan Tourism Association's Ho Chi Minh City office. So thanks, Mr. Zhou, for helping us to invite everybody to join us today. Thank you very much. And also the other person. Hello. Yeah. Thank you very much. Very energetic, very lively voice from over there in Vietnam. And also there's another voice, another face from Taiwan side, or another VIP guest. Today is representative of Dapeng Bay Scenic Area Administration, Mr. Wang Wenjie, and he's aside of me. So yeah, in the screen you can see there is another handsome guy together with me, Mr. Wang. Okay, yeah, good morning from Taiwan. Ready to promote Pingdong as a destination in Taiwan, as well as this online seminar. Because of their support, we could have all these good contents to be shared with you later on. Okay. So let's directly get into our in the blog, and also you could ask any questions after my presentation later. That will be the main part of my presentation today regarding Taiwan Pingdong County, DMO. So Pingdong is a county located in southern Taiwan, For the latitude is 22 degrees north latitude. The whole county is in a tropical area, so it's very hot, and it has that kind of island and beach and very tropical weather that would have our visitors to enjoy this type of travel style. For the population, it has 810,000 people. It's not a quite populous county, but in terms of its land size, it's quite big. In Taiwan, it has 2,800 square kilometers, and for the length, it has 110 kilometers from the very north to the very south. So it takes about 2.5. Overall, Taiwan has this kind of diversity. We have Han Chinese, and there are Minnan and Hakka, composed of Han Chinese, and also in agriculture, farming, and tourism. For the tourist destinations, Canteen in Hengchun Township, Liuqiu, Xiaoliuqiu, okay, and Sandimen, etc. are the most famous destinations for the visitors to go to. And I believe that for Vietnamese visitors, Pingdong is still relatively strange, but relatively new and creative. So today I hope to give you more content about this place for you to think about packing Pingdong into your product or into your promotion campaigns in the future for Vietnamese friends to come to Taiwan. So first of all, let's analyze what's the geography of Pingdong. We put it into 6 different categories. From the above part, this is the Aboriginal tribal areas where it's composed of a lot of mountain. So in these mountainous areas, we could do a lot of very interesting exploration. So we call it an Aboriginal tribe area. And then from my left part, it's farming areas. There are a lot of agricultural industries very mature in this area. So we could do some farming experience, or like DIY for the food, DIY for the fruits by ourselves, and we could do the hiking in these areas. And then come to my the second left part of the Pingdong map. It's I call it military village style. So in the past, a lot of military officials coming to Taiwan from mainland China, while they are generals. So they establish their houses and their military bases in Pingdong city. Okay, and so after tens of years, all these old houses turned into the historical heritages, while the Pingdong city government nowadays, they do the renovation to make it into a new cultural and creative park where those old houses are renovated, looking kind of new and kind of old at the same time, while the stores can enter those houses for sales. So now we did this inauguration ceremony in December last year to gather a lot of different suppliers and local experts and travel agencies, etc., all together in Pingdong City to launch this DMO project until now, and we had a lot of achievements. For example, getting into content, getting into the channel, getting into the social media, and a lot of creative campaigns. We worked with a lot of online travel agency and technology companies to implement their channel powers and to empower the local suppliers to be connected online, so that together with local contents as well as the technology enhancement, we do a lot of promotions. So in order to make the world understand about Pingdong County, we have to come up with a new set of slogan, a new set of visuals. It's 拍香艳色屏东. So we imagine that Pingdong is a big box with a lot of colors, a lot of contents and elements in the box, while we use an opener to open the box to release all these colorful contents out to the world. So we had opener as a icon to kind of like symbolize our movement to open the box. But in the visual part, you can see a lot of colors and 开箱艳色屏东艳色 that's the colorful meaning in Mandarin. So it's kind of like we want to use color as the theme to introduce Pingdong and to make people think and imagine about Pingdong's impression. Okay, now I want to show you a video that we made to kind of like elaborate this color theme. So in this video, there is a young girl's image, and she takes different parts of Pingdong and representing different colors in this video. So let's watch this video, and after that, I'm going to bring you to the real destination, the real contents of Pingdong. So let's take a look.
屏东对你来说是什么颜色呢？这里总是令人兴奋，我能享受在山水里的盎然和城市的秘境，是一种被指引着方向、充满希望的感觉。又或者，偶尔可以被灰色的平静拥抱着，生生不息的流动，在银色的注视下，我们可以自在的驻足、体会、觉察，徜徉在当下，去感受内心的悸动，沉浸每奔跑，然后发现属于自己的屏东色彩。
Alright, so I hope every one of you could have this chance to come to Pingdong to discover the color of Pingdong for yourself. Because of the Wi-Fi and the Zoom technology thing, it might be a bit delayed when you are watching the video. So we're going to provide this video after my presentation through email, and then you can download all these materials online. We set up a Google Cloud portfolio. You can have all our information from there. All right. So regarding these different colors, and we give them different meanings as well as the related contents of travel elements in Pingdong. So let's take a look. For example, in red, okay, red color represents nice cuisines. So in Pingdong City, like what I said, we have military village, right? So there are so many different flavors coming from mainland China, different kind of like get involved in the Taiwanese local cultures. So when those good cooks, when they're cooking, when they're preparing the food for their families, they start to involving a lot of local ingredients, and so it comes with some Taiwanese flavors and Taiwanese, local specialties. So this Han's Private Kitchen in Pingdong City with military, village flavors restaurants. So there are a lot of good food, good restaurants over there. And also in Pingdong, because it's strong in agriculture, right? So like wax apple in Limbian, like grouper in Jiadong, like pork knuckles in Wanluan, and fish market, the seafood, very fresh, very good tuna seafood in Donggang are the signature food for the visitors to have, must try. Okay, and in Chaozhou, Chaozhou is located in central Pingdong. It's a township where lots of people, lots of cultures and entrepreneurs gathered here. There is a movie director called Frank. He used to work overseas for many years, and he has a different perspective, toward his hometown. So when he returned home a few years ago, he started this very cool project. So he purchased a land in the middle of the forest, okay, in the middle of the farming areas where lots of trees were cut, restaurants for good food. So it's a special dining experience where young people, yappies, or foreigners, they can just come here and have good beers, good wines, and good food all together in those camps. And because of all the decoration, very cultural and creative, so it attracts a lot of like Japanese and Korean girls coming here just in order to have that kind of atmosphere enjoyed in this camping site. Okay, so this is in Chinese it's called 良田集. Regarding creative and cultural, we also had a lot of different architectures, renovated houses in different parts of Pingdong. For example, in Pingdong City, we have this handcraftsman district. It's a co-working space. A lot of small teams and small companies in there as their offices, but also this is an architectural areas where people can take a walk and listen to their stories. In Hengchun, we have this glass house where young people love to have a beers when they finish their day trip. So the glass house is kind of like half broken but half established, where you can have that kind of like very mixed feeling when you are enjoying your beers in there. In Hengchun, there is another very famous restaurant called Kitchen Swell, 波波厨房. It's located aside a very famous signature landmark that's used to be a movie's theme. So when you come here, you can see a lot of tourists taking photos around, but they're also enjoying the good food in Kitchen Swell. Okay, it's a creative cuisines in the Kitchen Swell. Very good, recommended. In Pingdong City, Military Village has a very interesting name. The government gives it called VIP Zone, Victory in Pingdong Zone. Okay, and in Chinese, it's called 胜利新村. Okay, 胜利 means victory. 新村 means star village. So why there is a star in the name? Okay, because those military officials recited here before, they are mostly generals. So generals, their dressings had a lot of stars on the shoulders, right? So they put this stars as the name to symbolize that this village has a lot of stars, have a lot of generals, have a lot of like high-level people used to live in here. So VIP zone gives you a kind of like very VIP feeling, very important, very luxury feeling. Highly recommended. You must have a visit when you come to Taiwan. For the gold color, we have high class and enjoyment content for you. For example, in Donggang Township, there is a once 3-year big festival happening here regarding the religion, Wang Ye worshiping ceremony. Okay, Wang Ye is one of the gods that Taiwanese people are really loving, really worshiping. So once 3 years, there will be a 1-week festival where you welcome the god and you host the god, and finally you burn a paper boat. They come and gather together to watch this magnificent scenery of burning boat. So that's where it comes. And also we had a very high class restaurants in Wutai. So Wutai is an aboriginal township, very difficult to get a seat over there. You need to make a reservation like 2 or 3 months before. But when you come to Taiwan, you must have planned it earlier, right? So you must put it into your bucket list. In Kenting, we have an Amanda Villa Hotel. It's a Middle East feeling, Middle East decorated hotel. There are so many details that the founder of Amanda Hotel, he went to Middle East, he went to those countries to really find the experts, the artisan people there, and ask them about all the details and transfer, those very detailed, very special, architecture technologies to Taiwan and make this hotel. Spend tons of millions of money. So it's a really luxury hotel, and it's famous, as all we know, like after pandemic, it becomes a trend. So in Pingdong, we also have very good camping sites like Happy Panda Park, and in the military village, the VIP zone, we had this V125 home, because it's a number 125, in terms of its number on the road. So the founder, they renovated these old houses of Japanese style into a B&B, into a minsu. Okay, so a lot of people love to, family group, they come here and enjoy one night stay in V125 home. This year, 2021, is the year of cycling made by Taiwan Tourism Bureau. So different suppliers and different local governments spend a lot of effort to discover local biking trails, including Pingdong. Okay, Pingdong government has a rainbow biking trails everywhere in the corners of Pingdong, including this one in Pingdong City. So it's green and it's for biking and family fun. So in VIP zone, we have this P bike. You can use the easy card. It's kind of transportation card. Every Taiwanese would possess one to rent the P bike everywhere. And when you finish enjoying your biking experience, you can return it everywhere as long as there is a P bike station over there. So this is like a very cheap but very free way of experience Pingdong City. And also there are lots of other like channels, tunnels, lots of biking rails everywhere in Pingdong. For example, in Nanzhou, in Taiwan, we had a lot of this kind of highway, right? Freeway, highway. And because highway is uplifted, so under the highway, there is an area where you won't be exposed to sunshine. So it's a very cool and it's comfortable while you are biking. So they call something that we put a lot of effort to discover, but it's fun for the visitors to try. Okay, now comes blue. Okay, blue, of course, we just think about ocean, think about water activities. So it's dynamic ocean theme. In Canteen, this is of course, no doubt, the top snorkeling, the top water activity destination in Taiwan. For example, in this Hobihu, okay, there is a snorkeling, there are some snorkeling companies who do the scuba diving, and you can have this kind of very open, wide, and beautiful ocean over there. Apart from Canteen, we also, in central Pingdong, we have a Dapeng Bay. That's where this administration is located, where my company is located. So Dapeng Bay, there is a bridge, cross the ocean and connected different townships of Pingdong, Linbian, and Donggang. And also we have a museum of marine biology and aquarium, very close to Canteen. It's in Checheng, that's another township, very close to Canteen. We have Vase Rock and snorkeling to see the sea turtle in Liuqiu. So Liuqiu is an island 20 minutes away from Donggang. It's very close. It's small, but it's beautiful. And it's really romantic. Like when you are riding the bicycle, when you are riding the scooter over there, or you can just take a walk. It's a small island where you can enjoy everything over there in 2 days. So Liuqiu is one of the fast, rapidly developing destinations in Taiwan, regardless of everywhere, all the places that are getting down in terms of the visitor number. Liuqiu is one of the strongest one, to have the counter effects, after the pandemic. So lots of people love going there. Indigo, okay, indigo is a very special color. Because it's a representation of local revitalization. I think Vietnam is just like Taiwan, like when people are flocking into the city area, lots of countryside and villages are getting weaker and weaker in terms of its economy, in terms of its population, because the people love finding jobs and living in the city, right? So there are lots of this kind of countryside areas are low travel products for sales. Okay, so they make money for local cultures, they make money for local residents. So this is local revitalization. Like digital nomads, freelancers, they love to come to southern Pingdong, for example, Hengchun or Canteen, have a long stay there, enjoy the beautiful sceneries. So it's purple. Purple a fusion a bit about the blue colors. That means in the ocean area, in the coastal line, you could really enjoy the sunset, the very good scenic places where you just want to be laid back and release your pressures after work. So this is the perfect place for you to to be yourself. Okay. There is a very interesting village called Wanjing. Wanjing village, 90% of the villagers, they believe in Catholic religion. They are Catholic. And there is a very famous and very beautiful church called Wanjing Church, located in the center of Wanjing village. We call it cultural or religious tour guiding. Later on, there is a product I'm gonna introduce to you. That there is a young guy also returning hometown in Wanjing, and then they lead you to understand more about Catholic cultures. Apart from that, there are lots of other educational destinations in Pingdong for you to have a look. For example, in Sandimen, there is a very famous cultural product called glass beads, glass small balls. So this glass technology is kind of like Aboriginal people's heritage. They use this technology to make a suspension bridge in Sandimen. So as you can see, there is a like really cool and really magnificent suspension bridge over there. Take photos and to enjoy the whole view. In Checheng, we have salted tofu DIY. It's made of seawater. In Pingdong City, there is a young guy called Chang'an Zhimian. Okay, so he is inheriting his father's industry of noodles manufacturing, but he opens the restaurants to introduce this manufacturing cultures to the visitors, and those noodles are very good, very well designed. Linbian, we also had the other wetland duck eggs areas where we teach people how to make salted duck eggs. So this is also a very educational experience. Okay, for the black, it means nightlife adventure. In Zutian, we had an angel garden. So if you are leading the incentive tour or some visitation of the government or some like big group of the organization, angel garden will be your top priority to choose. If you want to host a corporate night, if you want to host a wedding ceremony, if you want to do something big, okay, this is the perfect place for you. And in the evening time, in the night, it's really beautiful. But for the black color, we also had a Dongga, midnight fish market. Okay, so from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, when everybody else is sleeping, we bring you to the fish market to understand these fishermen's working process, understand those seafood, and also to purchase some really fresh sashimi. Okay, you can enjoy over there. In Sandimen, we had a Aboriginal cultural restaurant called Wind Place Coffee. In Hengchun, we had a new cut warehouse. Young people love to enjoy beers over there. In Pingdong City, we had a Christmas lighting exhibition every year, lasting 3 months. So Pingdong City used to be like very old, forgotten city. Nobody wants to go to Pingdong City because there's nothing fun over there. But now we had a military village, VIP zone. We had this kind of like lighting exhibition or some very beautiful displays at night. So this is a place, turning into somewhere worth of visiting. Okay, Pingdong City. Okay, now it comes to the last color. It's colorful. It means many colors. All right. It means the tribal and legendary stories of the Aboriginal people. Like in Sandimen, mentioned many times before, we had this glass beads. So they use glass beads, glass making technologies to do a lot of different things. And also in those mountainous areas, you could really enjoy that kind of views and sceneries in the mountain. For example, in Wutai, we have this Dewen tribe, good coffee. over there. They planted the coffee, they make the coffee by hand, and then they turn it into a kind of specialty product over there. They have jinavu. Jinavu, it's kind of a dumpling, and it's composed of some rices, some pork, some fat, or salted fish. It's really good flavor, really good. In Maja Township, we have Rinari. We have Lulu1 restaurants, menuless restaurants where you don't know what you are going to eat, but all the dishes are the surprises for you. Okay, this is the power, cultural power of our Aboriginal people. We have the product later on. I'm going to show you more. So, after some thematic introduction, actually, those are not only the photos or the places that I recommended you to go to by yourself. No, we actually pack them into the business commercialized products, and we make brochures, flyers for them, and we upload them onto the OTA, online travel agency, or some channels that we are working with. So these are the formal, official, products where you can purchase directly. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you, some more details about how to enjoy these itineraries and how to do, these products. For example, VIP zone mentioned many times as well. Walking tour in the military village. It's a 2-hour walk and welcomes group over 8 people. It's reservation only, and there is a supplier called Full Holiday Travel Agency that could give you the assistance if you want to, visit this place and understand more about the information. So these are some more photos that we took, in our discovering schedules before. So you can see like old houses, and we can do the P-bike, biking, and tour guide will introduce histories of the Japanese colonized time, and also the generals when they are residing here. Those histories and very interesting stories for you. There is a over 10 people, reservation only. Xinziyuan sells not only its vanilla, its plants. It has a lot of products made of those plants, as well as very good food. It's a restaurant as well. So Xinziyuan is a center of that farming areas. It actually collaborates with a lot of different farming parks. A lot of it's kind of like vocational agricultural factories, so that they work together as a network. Once you connect with Xinziyuan, you can connect with all others to plan a farming natural tour in northern Pingdong. And these are the photos in Xinziyuan. Delicate and I would say of good quality. Catholic Village Cultural Tour is like what I just introduced to you. There is a young guy called Michael. Okay, this is Michael. So he is the tour guide, very enthusiastic about sculptures. From the photo you can see that. Visit Wanluan. So it's a 2-hour walk, welcomes group over 8 people, reservation only, and Michael, he runs a cafe as well. Okay, so coconut knowledge experience. The coconut is one of the rapidly developing agricultural industry in Pingdong, because nowadays people love to enjoy, coffee, coconut, chocolate. So it's getting more and more prosperous. There is a Joy Cacao Coffee Plantation located in Gaoshu Township in northern Pingdong. This coconut park, the host will bring you to real coconut, land, and then you can touch, you can take a look, and you can understand how they plant the coconut. And finally, you can make chocolate ice cream by yourself. So this is a 2-hour experience, welcomes group over 6 people, reservation only, and Joy Cacao Coffee Plantation will be your host. Rinari. we mentioned this term before. Okay, Rinari is actually a new village, a new town composed of different tribes coming from different areas in mountainous place. Why is that? Why are different tribes coming together? Because around 10 years ago, there was a huge typhoon affected Taiwan, and it gets really severe effects. Lots of people lost their homes in the mountains. So all these Aboriginal tribes, they need to flee, from the typhoon's disaster, right? They come together into this Rinari, new towns, established by the government, and they form a new combination of Aboriginal cultures. So when you come to Rinari, there are different tribes, different reception in terms of their culture, in terms of their, tribal, or entering a different country, a different cultural atmosphere, and enjoy those Aboriginal cuisines and have a shopping. So Rinari is somewhere you will be well hosted. You have everything when you are getting there. So it's a 3-hour tour, welcomes group over 6 people. It has a reservation only. Also, you can check the link of Rinari tribe later on. I'm going to share all these materials presentation with you so you can click into the website to understand more about them. Okay, now there is a very cool store. It's called Corn Alley. So Corn Alley, namely, it's a place where a lot of corns, a lot of plants, and a lot of farmings, over there. It's in Changzhi Township, and it's famous for its fruity ice cream. You can not only enjoy the ice cream, you can do the DIY. You can handmade your ice cream. Okay, let's watch the photos. Yeah, so you can see these ice creams are very creative and very fresh because those fruits are coming from the local gardens. So those are fresh. And also outside of the shop there is a playground. So it's really good for the family visitors. You can have ice cream and you can enjoy your food, your desserts over there, while your son, your children, your family could be laid back in the garden. Half-hour experience, you can go there anytime. It welcomes walk-in tourists, where you can see when you are watching the whole Dapeng Bay scene. It's good, very juicy. All right. Like what I said, there is a very interesting spatial dining experience among camps and lights in Chaozhou, this farm and fun campsite. Okay, so you can actually stay there more than 1.5 hours, as long as you have good friends, your families. You guys just sit in the camp and enjoy the beers, enjoy the wine, enjoy the good food over there. And especially when it comes to night, when everything is dark, those lights up, you feel like, oh my god, I'm in a totally different place, and it's quiet with a little music in the background. You can just sit there talking for hours. Jiadong, the other Hakka cultural village, you can have a walking tours over there and biking tours over there. So it's a 1.5 hour tour, welcomes group over 6 people, reservation only. There is an expert for biking called 铁哥. Okay, in English it means like Iron Man. Okay, Iron Brother. So Iron Brother will be the tour guide, can bring you there and introduce this historical heritage stories, all the knowledge behind, and also you can have the exercising. Wax apple. You guys know wax apple? Bell fruits. Okay, so they designated a new product for a wax apple. While it's really sweet, it's really good. It smells really good and eaten very good. And also in this Jiadong Agricultural Organization, there is a kind of like a museum house in Secret Land. In central, a bit southern Pingdong, there is a Shizixiang. Okay, Shizi means lion, the Lion Township. There's no lion in Lion Township, but it's just a name. But since it's more like strange to the visitors. So people come to this Shizixiang, they feel like, oh, this is somewhere I never know before about Pingdong. So there is an Aboriginal tour guide using 1 or 2 hours to drive you into those secret land. So from the photos you can see they barbecue the pork on the stone. And after that meal you have the lusa, iced beer, and you can jump into the river, and you can also pick up some watermelon on the land. So this is a very natural and very unique experience where lots of the people living in the city, they never experienced before. And this is like reservation only, so you have to have that information so that wow, there's this place not designated for tourists, but you can follow the local tour guide, local experts to have all these very cool experience. Driving and flying with water, so this is somewhere in Hengchun, in Kending. So lots of this kind of water activities provided over there. And this is one of the very few legal supplier over there. So through the link, through our information, you can get connected with them. All right, last part of the product, flyers. Cycling through green tunnels. As what I said, this year is the cycling year in Taiwan, named by the Taiwan Tourism Bureau. So we really discover a lot of different cycling trails. For example, this one is the 5-hour tour led by Iron Brother. He will guide you through a lot of the green channels. So you can see from the photos. Because when you are on the car or on the bus, you will not be able to see those sceneries and detailed spots along the way. Okay, you will stop the bus and start your tour over there in the destination. But biking is different. Okay, when you're biking, you enjoy everything along the way, including that kind of wind, the feeling, the smell, and just all the small things along the way. And it's really fun, including this ice cream. It's just somewhere in a shop that no one would really recommend as a tourist destination. But it's really good quality that local people would enjoy. So through this kind of cycling tours, you feel like you are living like a local people. You're really diving into the local lifestyle. All right, that's it. So apart from those flyers uploaded, worked with the travel agency, we also have other products to share with you. I'm gonna speed my presentation so we can finish it on time. We have travel areas in the springtime, in the autumn time, because it's in the deep mountain, the views are impeccable. And also we work with Aurora Tours, a travel agency. We visit those onion, because onion is one of the famous products in Hengchun. We visit Hengchun, those onion land, and we have a kind of very special DIY experience in Hengchun, in southern Taiwan. We have sunshine tour. One is called Ha-You River. So you can see those stones because of the natural power. So it's not big destinations where lots of people will know about it. It's not a mature tourism industry chain, but those very unique and very special cultural elements, they come to the travel products, and for you to understand about that is a small town in the southern part of Dapeng Bay, and also turn this fishing village into a artistic exhibiting platform. So you can see there are so many new things, new elements in Nanping. Okay, so these are the information we are going to provide you afterwards, through email. For example, we selected 220 spots and stores for Pingdong. So they are high quality and they are highly recommended by the visitors. So this is the list we're going to attach in that combination of the materials we're going to give you. We have this website called the Pingdong Souvenir Online Shop. So we selected 90 high quality stores where you can refer to the information and we're going to give you. As long as you click into those links, that's under the collaboration with a travel agency. So these travel agency could be the locals for you guys. We have the Pingdong Experts and Artists Story Bank. So we interviewed a lot of local entrepreneurs, store owners, and not only about having fun, it's also about people, great people in Pingdong. We have 4 download for you. Also, we have an international flyer and online map, where there is no map in this paper printed brochure, but you can scan the QR code. You immediate digital and flexibly used map, online map. All right. So after all this introduction, let's end the presentation with the other video we made for this topic.
屏东对你而言是怎么样的？
Okay, this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for listening. Welcome to Pingdong. Thank you. Okay, so we finished the presentation sharply at 12, and I'm not sure